Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the new Mercedes-Benz EQS 580. And it has a lot of firsts attached to it, not just global but also India specific. This is the first luxury electric vehicle to be made or rather assembled in India. It is also the first electric vehicle by Mercedes-Benz to be manufactured anywhere outside of Germany. And now it is on sale in India at a starting price of rupees 1.55 crore. So what does this car offer? How is it to drive? And how different is it from a similar coupe type of a petrol or a diesel sedan? Well, that and a lot more is what we'll find out over the next few minutes. Now, talking of the design first, well, you can see it's got a very nice and futuristic design. The highlights of the design are, of course, the front where you have this completely shut off grille. It's an electric car, doesn't really need the open vents to cool down the radiator or anything. So they've got this very nice futuristic looking grille with all these stars. So that gives the car a very different and a premium appeal. The LED DRLs on the headlamps again look very nice and have been done very tastefully. It's got a very nice clean profile. Even when you look at the overall design of the car, it's a sedan but it's very different. Unlike a 3-box sedan that we are used to seeing, this is a monobox design. So it's little different in that respect. Also, if you look at the design, it's very clean and it sort of just flows through. And that's the reason why this is the world's most aerodynamically efficient electric car. A drag coefficient of just 0.20, and that also contributes to the range that we will talk about in some time. Also, these massive 20-inch alloy wheels, and if you look at the coupe roof line and the striking tail lamps, well, put all of it together and you get a car that looks sporty, premium and definitely futuristic. And now let's talk about the cabin experience of the EQS 580. The moment you step inside the cabin, it is a proper Mercedes-Benz experience. The material quality, fitment quality, everything is just premium and looks very well appointed. The star of the show, however, is this display, the dashboard, which Mercedes calls Hyperscreen, which runs from one end to the another. It's not one unit, it's a combination of 3 different screens. One is your digital cluster, then you have this 17.7-inch massive screen in the center, and you also have a smaller screen here for the co-passenger. So as a result of this, the cabin looks futuristic. It gives you sort of a spaceship feel, and that goes very nicely with the overall appeal and the positioning of this vehicle, because we are talking about a vehicle that looks futuristic on the outside and inside as well. The system, of course, is very nice in terms of usage. The touch response, the display quality itself, very crisp resolution, and the user interface also is nice. It's not very complicated, so you can use a lot of it. It's a connected car. You get voice commands also, and the digital cluster also is very nicely designed. It's customizable, so you can choose what you want to see. It also gets a heads-up display. And again, it's a colored heads-up display. You can customize it, and again gives you a lot of information so that you don't have to take your eyes off the road. But if you talk about this overall dashboard, it just looks splendid. The overall material quality inside the cabin, like I said, is fantastic. The audio system by Burmester is amazing. The sound quality is definitely going to keep all the audiophiles very happy. Adding further to the opulence of the cabin is this dual panoramic sunroof, and you also get very good seats here. The co-passenger can also enjoy massaging using this screen here. But like I was saying, it looks very nice. The cabin just looks plush, luxurious, and the material quality, the wood here, everything is just spot on. And now coming to the rear seat experience of the EQS 580. Well, in terms of space, there is no shortage of space. In fact, it's a very spacious car. It's got a wheelbase of more than 3 meters, so you can see there is a lot of space with the driving seat adjusted to my driving preference. Well, I've got loads of leg room, knee room. I can easily slide my feet under the driver's seat, and in terms of the seat itself, well, it's a very comfortable seat. I can also choose to in fact go in the settings using this touchscreen tablet here. I can also adjust the recline of the seat. As you can see on the other seat, it's gone forward, and I can also take it back. So it's very easy to find yourself a very comfortable position to be in. If you're looking for easy usage, you can also just pop this tablet out and use it in your hand. So yes, in terms of features, in terms of usability, in terms of comfort, it's a very good car, but keep in mind it's a car that is being developed for comfort as well as driving fun. So it's not like the S-Class, it's not focused on the rear seat passenger, and that's the reason why you don't have things such as the blinds or the ottoman support that you get in an S-Class. So all of that is not there, but at the end of the day, it's a very comfortable cabin, a good looking one, lots of features, and of course very comfortable rear seats. And now let's talk about the performance of the EQS 580. Now in terms of hardware, this comes with a massive 107.8 kilowatt hour battery pack, and it gets two motors, one for each axle, and it also gets an all-wheel drive system, a 4Matic, and you get 515 horsepower, 835 Newton meters of torque, and as a result of that, this is a car that can in an instant go from being a luxurious and a comfortable car to being a very quick and an engaging machine to drive. Now when I say it's a quick car, well, it's like I said, it's electric, so all of this 835 Newton meters of torque is available right from the start. So the moment you press the throttle or you stomp on the throttle, well, the car launches with a lot of ferocity, and that's not what you would expect from a typical luxury sedan, but it really accelerates fast. The company claims 0 to 100 in about 4.5 seconds, which is a very good time for a car that is over 5 meters long and about 2700 kilogram in weight. So in terms of performance, very satisfactory. It's just that it doesn't have that last bit of connect that a petrol or a diesel car has. So in that aspect, probably it's a little less engaging to drive compared to say a regular S-Class, because the company says this is the electric S-Class, and yeah, it's fun to drive for sure, maybe not that engaging. And in terms of well, driving safety, it comes with level 2 ADAS system, so a lot of things that can go wrong, well, it somehow predicts and stops things from happening. So it is a semi-idiot proof car. So that again adds to the safety of an already safe car in terms of passive safety as well. There are also 4 modes to choose from, and modes like the individual, comfort, sport, and of course these modes make changes to the throttle and the way the suspension reacts, and they do what their names suggest. So if you want to go fast, have some fun, plonk it into sports mode, and you will get a little more engaging drive out of the car. Now with a car like this, which is really long and sits quite low, a key concern on Indian roads would be, will it be bottoming out a lot on speed breakers or bad roads? And well, the good thing here is that it's not really that low. You can pretty much go through a lot of regular stuff on our roads, but in case you come across something nasty, you have the option of going into the menu and pressing a button, and the car will get raised by about 15 millimeters. The only flip side to it is that unlike some other cars where you have a dedicated button which you can quickly use, here you need to go into the menu, fiddle around with the screen, and then get to that sub menu and press that button. So it's not something that you can instantly do. So that's a bit of a downer in terms of operation, but yes, the feature exists. As far as ride and handling goes, well, it's a sedan and it handles just like a sedan should. So It is very predictable, it hugs the road well, stability is very impressive. It's a heavy car, so of course straight line stability shouldn't be a concern, and high speed stability is quite impressive. Even around the corners, well, the car behaves quite well, and well, we do seem to have hit a bit of a traffic, but that's okay, I'll keep talking. So it comes with rear steering as well, wherein the rear wheels can steer up to 10 degrees, and the first 500 customers will be given this feature on a complimentary basis. So that really changes how this car handles, and that really takes some of the bulk that you would find in the handling, so you don't feel it to be that cumbersome or tiring in terms of turning. It is agile for its size, and it turns fairly quick. Handles well, so you can go around corners at a fast pace, like I said. In totality, well, it's a car that is comfortable to drive, easy, safe, and at the same time, when you want to go fast, it will keep you pretty happy. The Mercedes-Benz EQS 580 then definitely is a very special and capable electric car. It is the first electric car that I've driven in India and have not encountered or felt any bit of range anxiety. It's a car that looks good, it's got a brilliant cabin, it's got a great set of features, it drives in a brilliant manner, it's fun to drive, and when you talk about pricing, well, it's priced at 1.55 crore. So it is locally assembled, and that explains why it's almost 90 lakhs cheaper than its AMG cousin. Now, the car itself is a brilliant piece of machinery and offers a great glimpse into the future. And if the future, well, it's not a question of if, the future definitely is going to be electric. And if electric is going to be this, I am game for it.